What is going on, YouTube? This is Jeff here with the LiveSportsTalk doing another top 5 video. Today it's top 5 outside linebackers, so I'm just going to get right into it. Number 5, I have James Harrison out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Harrison, although he's had trouble with suspensions and hitting helmet-to-helmet hits, I think he's going to have a good year this year. He didn't have last year was not one of his best years, but you can pretty much count on him to have upwards of 8 sacks a year. About 100 tackles a season. He is out of his first 4 seasons. He had 198 tackle season to 100. So I'm discounting last season because I did not feel that it really accurately represented him. And I think he's going to be able to be that number 5 guy because I think that he's got past his helmet-to-helmet hit issues, and I think he might be able to be a very good linebacker this season. So at number 4, I have Lance Briggs out of Chicago, number 55 for the Chicago Bears. He's one of the rare outside linebackers that is really good in a 4-3 defense, but he's fast, instinctive, and versatile. So I see him working very well again with Urlacher and producing great numbers. He is going into his 30s this year, but I don't see that as being an issue. So at number 3, I have LaMarr Woodley, also a Pittsburgh Steeler. Woodley, although has been ranked behind Harrison in years past. I really see him. He had a great year last year, and I see him having an even better year this year. Woodley he came out of Michigan, and he really he can hold his own out there. He gets a lot. I mean, he was injured last year. He only played I don't even know how many games. He didn't play the whole season by far. He was hurt for a solid amount. He only played 10 games last year. But in those 10 games, check this out, he had 9 sacks. That's almost a sack per game. He also had an interception. I mean, he works well with Harrison because Harrison gets a lot of tackles, and Woodley only had 40 tackles in 10 games, 39. So, but those 9 sacks is the number you want to look at. He will get you 50 to 60 tackles a year, but he'll also get you, like in 2009, he had 13.5 sacks. His first year was his only year under 8 sacks. He had 4 his first year, but then he had 11.5, 13.5, 10, and then 9. And that 9, he didn't even play the full season. So I see him being great this year and being very strong. So at number 2, I have Clay Matthews out of Green Bay. Clay Matthews is just an animal. I don't even know what to say. What's really underrated about Clay Matthews is he can cover the pass. He really can. And he'll pick up a tight end or a slot receiver if needed, and he can cover. And it's just underrated and unknown. But then, because what is known is he can get to the quarterback. He's fast, and he can strip the ball. He really does it all. So he's my number 2. And then number 1, DeMarcus Ware out of Dallas. DeMarcus Ware is going to be the best outside linebacker going into this season. At least I believe that. He was up there in sacks last year. He was almost leading, but he was in the top. What was it? He was in the top. He was very high up. Let me pull it up real quick. But the thing about DeMarcus Ware is he can play like a defensive end. He doesn't have to play. DeMarcus Ware was number 2 in sacks. I don't even know why I didn't know that, but yeah, he was number 2 in sacks with 19.5 sacks last year. That's ridiculous. The only other outside linebacker to come close, Terrell Suggs with 14. That's 5.5 different. Terrell Suggs, first off, isn't even going to be playing this year. That's why, or he might towards the end of the season, but I doubt it. So that's why I don't have him on the list. And DeMarcus Ware just had so many sacks last year and can just penetrate the defense and get to the quarterback. I don't see how you can't put him at number 1. So those are my top 5 outside linebackers. Really appreciate you guys watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Check the 2 links out below. That's our podcast and our website. And follow us on Twitter at LiveSportsTalk. Thanks a lot. Peace.